Good morning, everybody. Bob Knakal, Chairman, CEO of BKREA, coming to you on a beautiful but chilly morning here in New York City on a walk down the street. And yes, walking down the street today thinking about a couple of things. One, opening day of the Major League Baseball season here in New York. My beloved Yankees are playing. I think it's around 3 o'clock today, so we'll be keeping an eye on that. But what I wanted to talk today, last time on the walk down the street, we talked about a hostile takeover of a co-op. And a number of people asked if that's possible to do with a condominium building. And while it's possible, it's a lot more difficult. And mainly that's because of the fundamental differences that exist between a co-op and a condo. In a co-op, the folks who are cooperative owners actually own stock in a corporation that owns the building, and that corporation issues them a proprietary lease, and that proprietary lease enables them to live in the apartment that they are quote-unquote buying. And that basically means that the corporation makes decisions about what is done with that real estate, and if that's the case, then we there's a supermajority that can force everybody to sell or do things. That's not the case in a condo. In a condominium building, you actually own your apartment, the walls, the ceilings, the actual physical unit. And I've done a couple of those transactions where we've bought out condominiums, but I've done it 3 times. And in each of those cases, there was an extortionist that rose up at the last minute. Everybody agreed to pricing. At the last minute, one of the condo owners said, you know what, I changed my mind. I don't want that price. I want $1 million more, or I want X dollars more. And actually, they were able to get it. Because if you have one condominium owner that just doesn't want to transact or changes their mind, it screws up the whole deal. So it's a very, very different ball game if you have a co-op or a condo. You really need to know what you're doing, and if you're doing a condominium buyout, you have to make sure you have deals made with everybody, because as I said, one person really can screw things up. I'm very familiar with the way these condominiums work. I was president of my condo board for 7 years at 45 Park Avenue, and then vice president of my condo at 737 Park for also about 7 years. So knowing all that stuff on the inside and seeing how it works was very, very helpful. It was kind of a pain in the neck to be on those boards, but it was a great learning experience. So, Bob Knakal coming to you from the streets of New York, and I'll walk down the street. Have a great day, everybody. Take care.